So guys, as we go upstairs, I will explain something here. This is a very serious entity that for both students, for the contractors, interior designers, and even for our clients. We are actually doing another project somewhere, and at times you try to explain to the client that you need to accessorize your staircase and even use different materials, or even use your materials carefully. You'll find that most people do a metal structure, that is the mild steel. But also they will try and achieve these details with mild steel, but they most of the times don't get it right. So I would come to a side and advise and tell someone, let's do these new wells. I think my QS told me that these things are all new wells, but I call them king posts. So I normally recommend that you do them at least 4 inch by 4 inch, that is 100 by 100, and then you have the base, you have the decoration, you have the body in a design, then you have the head of the top part in this style, and then probably have this. Then again, when you're using wood, you have the advantage of polishing it to the standards or to a level that it shines nicely. I'm not saying that when you're doing it with mild steel, it might not come out nicely. But just imagine you have a mild steel here, and this is also mild steel, and this is also mild steel. Not necessarily that it's not well done, but if well thought out in such a way that whoever is working on these things is working with the mind or working with the design, it will still come out nicely. But I would prefer, for simplicity and variety, you use your woodworks here. Then when you're coming to these supports in the middle, I don't know what are the names in between, whereby you're preventing someone, especially when kids are, maybe at times they want to play, they want to come through, you are using probably this chumas, and this is mild steel. So again, it's all about the design. So you come up with maybe a pattern. So you have a straight thing, you have this, then a straight like that. And these can be changed, or you can just decide to just have the straight ones like that and like that. Again, another detail is probably most of the times for us, we prefabricate all these woodworks for the staircase off-site and then just come again and mount them. In that particular site, I was trying to tell the client that and there we are using a completely different material. Let me not mention it. I tell someone that let's install these steps. Let the guy, the welder who is already on the ground, remove the metal pieces so that when you're doing the steps, I'm not cutting out this particular part. Because when I cut it out, it means that on this other side, you will be seeing the joints, whereby I was trying to fit in those things. So you come, we agree with the welder, or we come with the welder, like for this particular one, we've done everything on our own. So these particular points, we calculate them nicely so that they are matching. Then we just drill through, and then we mount this thing on the concrete on the other side. So it can be done, the mounts or those anchors can be done prior, or can be done when these woodworks are on site. So I come on site and we start doing those things, we do the provisions, and as we install, as we do the holes on those things and we mount this thing, everything is just precise. But you realize that it looks like a lot of work for someone to just do it right and get it right. So again, look at the steps, well selected, and then it complements the handrail. I remember on that particular project, I was telling someone that let's not use around back here, and again come and do the handrail that is in this shape. Because now in that particular scenario, then we would have another handrail under here, and then this one on top, because it was a problem to coming to an agreement that we need to remove the round bar around here. So probably maybe for purposes of those people who are maybe doing this and are fresh completely, before you get there, just leave the staircase out, because most of the time it comes almost like the last entity. And it has to be done as a package. Don't do them separately, like have this guy come on site during the window fabrication and do those things. Don't. Just leave it. When the finishes or the interiors are being done, it's done as a package. There will be a welder here, there will be a mason here, and then there will be a carpenter inside. So all of them are working together to just give you seamless finishes. Then as I go up, just touch my floor and feel it. It's well polished, well sanded, well done, and the NC clear varnish is just shining and it's beautiful. Then when we come up here, again, see how the transition. So in normal circumstances, this would have flown all the way here, but because of the shape of the staircase, again, now you put that Noel here, you put another one, you put your separators there. Again, this one comes there, stands there, the handrail goes and joins, and then starts flying again. Most of the times, we bring this landing as one single piece, but when we were doing the measurements, they came as two. But because now you can see the joint, it's only that when we took the measurement, we took the measurement from there to here. But the measurements were not well captured, so this piece came later. But in most of the times, you will realize I was on a site, somewhere for a site visit, and I looked at the staircase and I was feeling so bad because you could see all the joints on the staircase, and the guy who had done this work had done it in such a way that you could see mistakes from point 1 to point Z. I can't say that this is perfect, but I've tried. And I've tried, and in most cases, whatever mistake I do today, I won't want to do the same thing tomorrow. So probably because I can see a joint here, and it's because we ordered this piece and we ordered it later. That's why, because most of the times these things is done in TNG, pressed together with the G clamp or the F clamp, put in a kiln to dry, or put somewhere to dry for a number of days before they start working on it. So most of the times when it comes as a piece, and then we just put it as a cap on top. So that is it. As you go up again, nice beautiful lumens. We have the lights on the side. Again, you do those lights in such a way that most of the times you go to the side, they are normally done, they are normally provisions, and those provisions are done prior or early in the early stages, then you realize that these provisions are normally somewhere here. So when you have installed these steps, these are steps, these are risers. So when you do the steps and you do the risers, you realize that this thing is somewhere around here. So in that particular case, when you're doing the skirting is inside the light. Again, those are some of the details that if you think early, you can avoid it. Or if not, as the guys are doing the staircase, those changes can be done so that you get a seamless work or a piece of work. Because the staircase and the fireplace are pieces of art that if well done, you get your spaces matching or maybe transiting nicely. Again, another feature is most of the times when you're doing this last step, we normally do this step from here to here, then because these legs normally move all the way to the other side, you realize someone has tiled all the way to this side. So the transition between the wall and the tile has never been nice because you can never overlap a tile. And when you overlap a tile or you don't overlap the tile, you will have joints in between. Those joints are mostly filled by grout. When you're filling a space with grout, most of the times, it doesn't look so neat, especially when it is on the face. Then now, during the cleaning and the filler, whatever, so those guys are designing the filler, it doesn't come out so nice. So we normally want to have this piece from that side coming all the way to here. Then we cut it at 45 and join it together, and we go all the way to the other side. And that is where now your staircase sits. And this becomes one piece all the way to the floor. Without forgetting, you have to put a nice beautiful piece of chandelier in between there. I won't be able to light up because lights are on and off on this particular site. So today, okay, when we started on the ground floor, we were shooting the lights were there, but currently as we speak, they are off at a piece, nicely calculated so that it doesn't come down too much. Because I bought another piece that was extremely beautiful, but it was 2.8. So 2.8 for this particular staircase will not have worked. So I have the 1 point, this is around 2 meters or 1.8, so that you have room of almost almost another 2 meters from the landing. You don't have to touch it, but as you come up, you can see it very closely, or you can touch it from somewhere there. So that is it for the staircase. As you land in the lobby, nice transition tiles, simple tiles. Then you have this beautiful art piece that are around the house. Console comes there, calculated in such a way that you have a light on that side, this side. I mean, a switch on that side, it's this side. Put your console there, put your things on top, your decorated elements, put a nice mat around this area, and it will just be simple and beautiful. So this transits into the 3 bedrooms. We'll start with the 2 bedrooms on this side. For these rooms, again, it is more or less the same layout. On the ground floor, we have 2 bedrooms on this wing, and on the first floor, we have 2 bedrooms on this wing, looking more or less the same. So I'm just walking quickly and show you. So again, same layout here, a socket here for the study. Again, the wardrobe, same layout. Without wasting lots of your time, and for this particular space, it was slightly big, so we had to accommodate foldables. So we do our cabinets most of the times with functionality. We have the foldables, we have the tall clothes, we have the short clothes, we have the drawers, and we have the foldables. Then immediately after that, again, the same treatment. You come in because of the space slightly different from the lower. So the shower cubicle here is trapezium and nicely squeezed. For those people with small spaces, we squeeze for you a toilet here. Then you come in, you just fit in, you can sit. Then we give you a small nice sink. So we moved these doors slightly so that we can accommodate 450, 500 sink, wash and basin on this side. And because it's tiny, we put the this is called what, the mixer on the side, so that everything can fit in. So that is it for that particular bedroom. Immediately again, the floors are all wooden. Then we just move to this other side quickly. They are all unique. The bed comes here, all of them are 5x6. The study comes on that side, the other one. Then for the tall clothes, drawers and shorts, and then foldables. Meaning this upper floor is slightly bigger than the other, but now squeezed in terms of the bathroom. So here again we had a challenge, and we were forced to come up with this particular piecework. And it's really beautiful. Look at the railing on top, very nice. Look at the frosted glass. The only challenge for these bathrooms, but since it's your bathroom, it's because when you are using it for the long haul, air can still come out. But we give you the switches, the DP is working, then you have a small, nice, beautiful handle. You just push it gently, it will flow nicely. The lights have come back, so I'm moving from this angle. We created this pocket, tied it all the way to this side. Trims, we have this, maybe if I light this. The lights are on and off. So we have an LED light behind here. So this is your mirror, this is your hand wash towel, this is your small whatever. So we are trying to maximize on the space, but we wanted to have a sink flow all the way from one side to the other side. And then we wanted to give you a space for a big mirror so that you're here, you also are happy, you can check yourself through the mirror, you can speak to yourself through the mirror, you can confess, you can affirm your affirmation through this mirror. It's very important. Then there you can come here and sit, finish. This you can put your towel here as you go into the shower. You have a tiny shower, and this is a tiny space. But I came to realize I actually like tiny spaces because it looks like it's not functional, but it's actually more functional than spaces that have a big bathroom, but it's just a hole. So I come in here, close my bathroom, take a shower, take my 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I can grab my legs, it's still fitting. I can turn around. And basically this space is roughly around, it is actually less than 700. It's actually like 700. Then I have a pocket for whatever. I can put some things here, tile it nicely. Then pull it out nicely, come out. The trim on the floor, the trim on the ground, the whatever here, more storage. The other one is not usable because now, even if I was to use it and it's opening towards the toilet. It won't make sense. But you get a counter, and this counter, intentionally we pushed this sink to this side so that when you want to use this space, you can stand here and not here. Then again on this side, because now it flows from one side to the other side, I can put my makeup kits here. People like the Kina PK who have the morning routine and the evening routine, they can have their moisturizer, they can have their sunscreens, they can have their oil. Then you can have another container here for your toothbrush and your toothpaste, and you can have a space here for your wipes and another one for the dry tissue papers here. Then you can also just arrange it nicely so that it also looks beautiful. Then you have your mats. You can have a mat that is combined, that can be used both when you're seated on this and then when you're standing there, and also as you get in. So just one long mat, and that is it. So I just want to show you what we've done on the balconies. We've done the wood finish tiles. So once you remove this carpet, this is the tough grass, you can still live with the wood finish tiles on the floor. But currently within our design, we have provided for the tough grass here. So with the anticipation that they will have a small, we will have, because this is next to the master and near the other rooms. So I'm assuming two nice, beautiful armchairs with a stool here. You can sit here, relax. Where Larry is standing, you can have a nice, beautiful potted plant. You can have another potted plant this side, maybe a pool there on that side. And then, because the space is enough, I can have my beautiful swing chair here. Maybe two, one on this side for the his and one on this side for the hers. And when you're standing here, the breeze comes in just gently, beautifully, politely, and you can just sit here, relax from around 4 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. and be just happy. Then we have done nicely simple gypsum ceiling on the upper floor, on the roof with downlighter, simple downlighter. One downlighter is enough, which is warm light, so you are seated here at night and it's not too much. And whatever we've done on this floor, it's exactly the same. Again, the trims on the edge, we've done the granite, nicely done, and it's running around. And this is where now just anchored our staircase ready. That is it for the balconies. This bedroom has a history. The bedroom was reaching here. Somewhere not there, somewhere somewhere here. And we wanted to fit in a 5x6 because the client was so specific that I want space that is enough. It might not be too big, but let it be enough. And I want a bed, and all the beds must be 5x6. I'm not compromising. So we had this space to fit in a 5x6. And the other space was a balcony. So I came in, I destroyed as usual. Remove this particular partition that was here, and all this was a balcony. And I've noticed in most scenarios, balconies are beautiful entities, but rarely do so many people use them. But they would compromise a balcony over space inside. So I advised my client, edge into the balcony a bit, and created this headboard here. So demolished that wall, pushed it to this side, created a headboard here, so they will fit a stool here, another stool here, and a 5x6 in the middle. And then here, provided a socket, they will have their study desk here. Then on this far end, this window was there. Created again, nice beautiful granite transition. We have this element, door element. You come in, bathroom again, we did all our pipe works. We have a sink, we have a shower, we have a toilet brush, granite, LED frameless glass mirror with an LED on the back side, a pocket for the soap. We have the shower mixer there, we have a provision for there. Then we have just one LED up here because again we don't need a lot of light. Then, because this space, imagine if we were to put a bed here or a bed there, a bed against a window, and we could not have actually had a space to put our wardrobes. And probably this is the reason why you're seeing this ceiling stepping down. And it's stepping down because there was a beam here, because as you demolish, you don't demolish the beams. So we concept the beam cleverly with this is a gypsum ceiling. Again, noticed you don't put a lot of lights on top of the bed. So since this is the headboard, we didn't provide any downlighters on top here. But I have 2 downlighters which are warm color on the back side. That is enough. That lit independently. Then I have 2 downlighters on this side. And this side, I created this entity. This was a balcony, and it has been done in such a way that now it accommodates a wardrobe. You stand here, you open, you have your tall clothes there. Stand here, open, your drawer, short clothes there. Then again, foldables, matching the same thing. Then here, this was the door that was existing there. I used it, push it, and now made a small balcony which is around 1.1, 1.2. It can fit a chair, it can fit a plant on that side, and it can fit a swing chair around here. So at the end of it all, it will still be functional and enough. The lights are back again. I think they are just back on and off. So that is it for this particular space, the master bedroom. So again, same concept without wasting a lot of time. As per the design, this element is there, which is provision for just basic and it's just variety. So our stool comes here, then you have this element. If you can check on the 3D, same entity, decorated glass panel with mirrors, padded panel, back padded, headboard panel, done well. So the bed comes all the way to somewhere here. Then this is what you see. Then a side stool, then the decorated mirror, then a shelf for maybe if you just want to place your things. And all this is just done as per the design. Nice beautiful floor. We have our downlighters just around. Again, I avoid putting downlighters on the face. If need be, I have sockets here and sockets there. I can plug in my side stool lamps there and there, and I'm good to go. Again, selection of paint. Nice, beautiful selection of paint, just simple, subtle. You have the brilliant white on the ceiling, and you have this neutral color on the walls, complemented by the curtains around and the beddings properly. The room, simple, straightforward. Assuming the bed comes to here, I can put my armchair around here and sit, or have an ottoman behind here, and you can sit with the rug. So depending on how you want it, other persons will do 2 armchairs here. That is one on this side, one on this side. The right hand side for the she, the left hand side for the he. Stool in the middle. The bed goes almost towards the middle of the bed. You have a rug there. You have your side stools, you have your side lamps. What else do you need? Your warm lights up there. Then again, another feature that are probably from the video. This was a fireplace. This fireplace is a fireplace from the ground floor. They had never thought about a master wardrobe. The reason why they didn't think about, if we just go back, you realize that will definitely be the headboard of this house. Then this is a window and this is a window. So there is no way you put wardrobes and you're not going to put the headboard here or the headboard there. So I thought about it and I was like, Madame or Sir, where we put our master bedroom walk-in closet, and they were not thought about it. So you think because that is your work. So I used my work to think, and I came up with a story behind thinking and decided, let me demolish the fireplace that was here. I don't need the fireplace in the master. If I want to, wherever, I go downstairs and put a heater. Then created this space. I have the hearts on this side. So these are 12 clothes, they can share. And then these are drawers that are wherever there, they can still share. Then you have drawer, you that for the his, they can share. Then you have that for the foldables. Then immediately, because now we are the his and the heart of the house, we need a full-length mirror because you want to step out well prepared, or you look around, you look at your things, you realize, oh, my citizen is fine, my whatever is still okay. And then you look at your standards definitely, or if you're somewhere with standards, you check around and you look, if your skin is crashing, you know that now I'm good, let me go in festival. So we provide you with all this apart from whatever we give you in the master. So I like this, and again, this is a point of affirmation. Before you step out of the house, you affirm and you pray and you talk to your God through your mirror. Then you walk out. Then from there, come here again. This being the master, we have this particular entity there for the towels. This thing, I normally think about it most of the sites or most of the places I've gone. I normally see them somewhere here or here. I actually feel like a particular point is normally, you don't want to turn back and look around. You sit here, you pick that thing from there, finish, do things, finish, put it back and go or roll it out. Then immediately remember, because you are utilizing the space, you can't do the door here, you have to do the door here. And this door you have to be calculated because you have a seam that is 600 flowing out. So you provide a space, probably this pocket specifically, or if this was to come all the way, then it comes and hits this, but you have to provide space for at least between 650 to 700 for walking into the space. Then you walk in, we have our mixer nicely done, we have the pocket for that, we have the mosaic tiles on the floor. I'm expecting probably a rag down there, that is the rag that grips the tiles, the non-slip one, and you start on it, use it, frame with glass, well selected matte finished black, chrome pipes, the granite top nicely simple, matching the same thing I was telling you around the bathrooms. We have the LED light on the back side. We just have one light. Like for this is two, I think, because it's slightly big, but for the other ones it's just one. So you will realize that this is still enough, especially when you're using it either very early in the morning, very late in the evening, considering probably you've left the other lights on. So here you place your items. Here you use. Here he can place his things. So you can have your things there, you have his things on this side, and you have drawers and storage under there. So nicely done, again, polished porcelain. Again, when I'm doing the designs, I don't like having different types of tiles in each and every bedroom, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. I think it's still right, depending on your taste and preference. But in most projects, we realize that I want to be as simple as possible. Again, in normal circumstances, you will come in and basically, if it were a mirror or if you're looking at the costing, I'll do a mirror here. But for my projects, I look at the space and I apportion mirrors depending on the space. You want this space to look beautiful, one. You want this space to be functional, two. So I just decided to put the mirror from end to end. I'm just leaving a gap so that if I want to do my servicing for the LED light, I have space that I can go in, remove that thing, take it back. But I want this space, I don't want to leave a gap in between here that has not been. In fact, in reality, this mirror would have just come and gone all the way to the floor. But still, it's simple, straightforward, wall to wall. It's overlapping the counter, but it's playing its own role and function as a cladding or as an entity in this particular one. So that is it for this particular floor. So I've taken you to the 3 bedrooms, brought you into the master, taken you to the balconies and the staircase. So that is it. So guys, that is Kachibora. That is Kitale. Kachibora is basically in Kitale. It's like a small town in Kitale. I like the Kachibora name because of Kachibora when I was doing Fasihi in campus. Kachibora really talked about Kachibora, and this is the first time actually because of this particular project I found myself in Kachibora. For those guys who did Sikunjema, Kachibora was echoed so many times. For that particular reason, without wasting a lot of your time, drop your comments about this particular site that you've done in a record of 3 months. And for that particular reason, let me not waste your time at kthinteriorz, where style meets elegance. Asanteni sana.